Hey family, this is Jake here from John J Ministries. I remember some time ago I was doing something for someone and it was just frustrating trying to get this thing done. No matter how hard I tried, it was just frustration. It was difficult. And the person said to me, why don't you let it reset? Because if you let it reset, all of this frustration and all of the agitation that you are feeling, would just go away once it resets and settle down. And I left it, lo and behold, things changed. And today I just come to tell what there's some things in some of our lives that really need a great reset. And I want to tell you that God is really a God of reset. God is a God of great reset. We talk about the great reset from the economic standpoint, the great global reset, but God is the God of resets. When we think about resetting, the great reset was really the time of the flood, when God was frustrated with some things that was happening in the world, the things we were doing, people back in those days. And God said, look, I'm going to reset this world. I'm going to reset it. And he brought a flood. He brought a flood, family, and he reset things, and things began to regenerate again. And the thing about resetting, sometimes we have to reset some things in our lives. But the thing about I've learned about being of resets is that it takes time. It stops the momentum of things from progressing, and it takes time. And sometimes resets can be hard, and they take time, and it could be frustrating. But you know what? Once that reset is done, then you can build back momentum. It takes time as well, but that can happen for you if you go about it. I think about that reset that God did for the children of Israel when I read the Psalms 126, when he says that when God, brought back the captivity, when God reset the people of Israel, he brought them back from captivity. He said, we were like those who dreamed, yeah. And the thing about it, sometimes we might be going through some difficult times in your life, and you're wishing for a reset. You're wishing that things would change, but for you, in your mind, you're thinking, man, this ain't gonna never happen. This would never happen. It's taking long. And so it's like a mere dream to you. He said, but when it happened, the writer said, then when God brought back the captivity, he said, we were like those who dream. He said, but then our mouths were filled with laughter and our tongues were singing. Because sometimes when things begin to change in your life that you thought would have never changed at all, it's unbelievable. And all you can do sometimes is laugh. You laugh and you begin to sing. A song comes up in your life. And he said, then it was said among the nations, that God has really done great things for them. And that's what people do sometimes when they see how things have changed in your life. They say, man, God has been blessed. But you yourself have to say, the Lord has done great things for us. The Lord has done great things for me, and we are glad. I am glad. And then you really, and then the writer went and said, God, bring back the captivity, Lord, like the streams of the south. And the writer went on to say that, but those who go forth sowing in tears, shall reap in joy. And he who continually goes forth weeping and bearing seed for sowing shall doubtless come again, rejoicing, bringing their sheaves. And so what the writer then began to exclaim and confess and profess there is that, sometimes your pain that you go through is not going to last, and God is able to use your pain and your hurts and turn them into joy again. And so if you go there hoping and only trusting in God for what you want, God was able to turn your life around. Oftentimes it might be painful, but you know what? The first thing they do is that when you have a broken bone, the doctors put them in a cast or put them in some sticks, and then he said, I have to reset it. And resetting is painful. Resetting is hurting, and sometimes you have a little problem with your phone. Sometimes you have to do a soft reset, meaning you have to turn it off and turn it back on. And oftentimes with your phone, because it is jammed, everything is clogged up, it's not working the way you want, especially if you got old phone like I had. You have to do a hard reset. And sometimes you lost a lot of information. It takes time to reset back to the factory setting, like how God wants things to be in our life. But you know what? The reset is necessary. And if we would just allow God to reset some things, many of us are going through some pain, some hurts, some pain, some things that people have done us wrong, and we can't seem to get past that situation. But you know what? If we would just hit that reset button, or allow God to hit that reset button in our lives, you will come back again rejoicing. That pain, that hurt will turn to rejoice if we will only let God manage it. Because when God hit that reset button, it will start back to regenerate certain things in your life. And you know what? As you report your challenges to God, He logs them. You understand? And then from there, He manages your situation. So I just wanted to, God is a God of reset, man. And if you allow Him to reset your situation, doesn't matter what you're going through, that reset season is going to come in your life, and God will do it for you. For real. Just hang in there, man. Just hang in there. Just let it reset, and it's going to work for you. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. This is Jakes.